We are so lucky. We just had them performing live in the studio, but we've got the guys of Touf here to talk about their new album, Venus. Thank you so much for coming, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So can you tell us what happened to lead up to the release of this album in the entire career of your band? Give us your life story.
Well, one day when he messaged me and he was like, "Hey, do you want to come jam?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, cool." And we initially had this, kid James.
Shout out to James.
Shout out to James Reardon. Yeah, and he was really into reggae and stuff. So I mean, he didn't really fit in the band. So
Still like James.
yeah, no, James is a good egg. And yeah, I don't know. We just kind of
We put out an EP, June 2016, and there's a couple of the songs we remastered and put on Venus, like Extortion, Dusk, and Sunday Nights. They were all on our EP. But I don't know.
The classic track. We recorded that
with a different bass player.
Ooh.
Who we had to let go from the band, and we replaced him with Evan.
Hey guys.
This is Evan, everyone.
Yeah, I think the tracks, we're all really proud of them. It's taken a while to release because we had to mix it, and it took a while to record, but I don't know, we're just happy that it's finally out.
It's all out now.
Yeah, for sure. Well, what can you tell us about Venus? What was the inspiration behind it?
What's the inspiration? Like the artwork or like the album?
Everything. Like the music. When you go to create an album, how's the process of making it, and what did you think was the sort of sound you wanted to go for?
We sort of just, I don't know. It sort of just came out like every week. Ted would have little riffs and little things, not riffs, but chordal structures, and then it all just came together, and so it was just like a little bit of all of us. So yeah.
A little bit of all of us is in that album.
Sweet. So is there anything in particular that is in this photo on the front of Venus? We're looking at it. Can you explain what's in that picture?
Oh, that's a painting I did.
And what's in the painting?
Well, I was I do a lot of paintings, kind of stuff like that. I called it Guernsey because it kind of looked like Guernica with all the black and white, and then I Guernsed it. Guerns is a slang term for graffiti, and I don't do graffiti. You know, I wouldn't break the law. I'd be very upset.
So you just put it on your album cover instead?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do a little drawing for it, but I'm not very organised, so...
We always found it hard to find album covers.
Yeah,
So
so
we just kind of redirect it.
Winnie would just take a photo I sent him and do it, and I'd always
awfully Photoshop Cracker with Touf onto it.
And halfway through, like we're about to release it, I'd be like, "Hey, can I redo all the album covers?" And they'd be like, "No, Ted, that was a chip sale. It's all over now."
But then we did. Yeah. We did redo them.
No, well, it looks awesome. And you guys have been so busy because you've got your music video which launched as well for Let Me Be Venus, which is so cool. If you guys haven't seen it, it's pretty much the band playing in a pool. I'm going to be forever disappointed in it when I go to a pool now that there's not a band there. What can you tell us about that experience, and what was it like shooting a music video?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, it was a bit awkward. We were in sheets that we wore like togas, and I don't really have the body shape to hold up a toga. Ted did quite well. He's a very
Just call him fat. Was that what
no,
that
he's
was?
strong.
Okay.
He's Roman physique. But yeah, not me. So it was good fun.
We only got razzed once. We only got made fun of once on the street.
Yeah.
Walking through Northgate.
That was pretty
Oh,
good.
I can
That was
imagine.
Ted's mum. So
He was just shouting at me.
Got really sunburned.
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
a common thing.
Yeah, that's true.
So next question is, you recently had your album launch at Yaya's in Melbourne just over the weekend. What's it like playing at Yaya's compared to other venues, I suppose?
yeah, no, it's a cool place.
Lovely venue.
It's a pretty cool venue. Very grungy, very edgy. Yeah, it's good.
It was a very nice venue, but it wasn't my best performance I ever put out.
We did smash his guitar at
Yeah.
the end of it
Really?
on stage.
So that's a memorable thing, just that.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. All the
Thank
very
you.
best with Venus. If you guys want to check it out, check out their social medias on Facebook and Instagram. Also on their website, we've got some really cool merch going out with some t-shirts. So definitely have a look at that.
Please buy our t-shirts.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining us and all the very best with everything.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.